Guys, something is wrong with me. Something has happened. Either I found purse piece or I'm just not that interested in designer bags anymore. 2024, I was out of control. It was a roller coaster of spending, buying bags. I think I kept most of them. I really don't remember what I bought last year aside from my Hermès Lindy. I'm like trying to think what I bought last year out of the 22 bags. I finally got my Devil Wears Prada bag. I think that's really all that stands out of the 22. Guys, that is a shame. That is an absolute shame. And for 2025, I came in with the intention of intentional shopping, buying bags that truly spoke to me, that got me super excited, that I thought would be the perfect addition to my closet. And so far this year, I have done pretty darn good. Not gonna lie, we're definitely not, 22 bags, I'd have like what, 10 or 11 now at this point, if we were going at the same pace as last year. Before we actually get into my number, my number, hashtag number, right? I want you guys to let me know down in the comments, how many bags do you think that I've bought and unboxed on this channel so far for myself in 2025? Have I bought 5 bags, 6 bags, 7 bags, 8 bags, 9 bags? Now, my year 2025 kicked off with a dud. A dud for me anyway. I'd been searching forever. Listen, you guys, I love Fringe, right? So anytime there's like an iconic bag, like, hello, the Fringe Ricky is like living in my head rent free right now. But if there's an iconic bag that was eventually made with Fringe trim, Fringe details, I have to have it, right? And I finally found the Celine Boogie with the Fringe. I think the colorway was called Anthracite Asphalt. It was great. Grease, maybe it was just grease. And it was this gorgeous, stunning suede boogie in gray with Fringe, and it just didn't do it for me. I cleaned that bag top to bottom to top, front to back to front. I even took my flat iron to the Fringe to make it all straightened out again. No matter what I did to this gorgeous Phoebe Philo era Celine Boogie, it just wasn't love. It wasn't love, so I let it go in one of my earlier sales. I know the person who purchased it absolutely loves it. It is a stunning bag. It is gorgeous. It just didn't speak to me, and it had to go. Not to worry, though. Only a month or two later, in March, guys, I went crazy. Absolutely crazy town in March. I bought not 1, not 2, but 3 of the handbags I'm going to show you today, all within the month of March. It was insanity. So the very first bag that I kept this year that kicked off 2025, which is not going well, I didn't find, it was at Neiman Marcus. It's not like I had to search. It was sitting there at Neiman Marcus. I added to my collection the Ralph Lauren Cargo Ricky for pre-spring 2025. This is definitely one of my most carried bags. Once I bought it, I think I was in this for a good 2-3 weeks, maybe close to a month. This was just not a bag that I wanted to switch out of. Absolutely fabulous. I have some amazing outfits that this is going to look great with this summer and into fall. Even though it's pre-spring, we can, listen, we're not part of those social cliques. We can carry our bags out of season whenever we want when they work with the outfit, right? And this Cargo Ricky literally goes with everything. Would it work with this Madras Fantasy that I'm wearing today before you? Probably. Yeah, it would. I definitely splurged. This, as you know, was not inexpensive, but worth every single penny, and definitely a good investment. Bags aren't investments, but a good investment in my closet, because I've gotten my money's worth. The second bag in March kind of fell in my lap. It wasn't something that I was actively looking for. I was passively looking for it, actually. So during one of our members meetups, one of our absolutely fabulous and one of the most chicest people you'll ever meet happened to have this bag. I could not stop staring at it. We all had an amazing weekend together here in Chicagoland. We visited Ralph Lauren with our Ralph Lauren Rickies and took our photo along the staircase. And the entire day, I just kept staring at her Ricky because, guys, it was so good. So when a lovely individual in Hong Kong reached out and was like, hey, I have a Ricky, I'm not really carrying it, would you like to buy it? Yes, please. I have probably carried this now for several months on end because, guys, I cannot get enough of my Ralph Lauren Ricky and the Luxe Calfskin because it is literally so good. This is one of my most loved bags. It is absolutely fabulous. The Luxe Calfskin, amazing. The color, delicious. I mean, hello, ox blood with a little gold hardware. Very classic, very chic, right? There's just something so wonderfully casual about this bag. I have carried this absolutely a ton. Whenever I go into my bag closet, I'm like, okay, what bag do I pick? And I can't think of one. This is what I default to. This Ralph Lauren Ricky. Out of all of my Rickies, this could be one of my favorites. It's definitely my most used. That is for darn sure. Now, you're probably racking your brains because I know you care a lot. You really are worried about what bags that I purchased in 2025. And is Caleb Snell really overbuying luxury bags? Maybe. But before we dive into the final bag for March, I should probably introduce myself in case you're new around here. Hey guys, my name's Caleb. I post luxury and lifestyle related content several times a week, both here on my YouTube and over at my website, curatedbycaleb.com. Make sure to mark your calendars because Sunday, June 29th at 4 p.m. Central Time, we're going to be having the Icon Sale. This is going to include everything from Ralph Lauren. We have a Ralph Lauren Ricky going into the sale. There's Valentino, Burberry, YSL, Coach, Doody & Burke. Everything fabulous and iconic. See what I did there? Also, if you're interested in a little bit more access here to the channel, just beyond hitting that subscribe button, which please do, hit this QR code over on the side of your screen and consider joining the membership. We have a lovely community, a very supportive, like-minded community who loves all of these gorgeous luxury things that we're all obsessed with, and I think you'd be right at home with our group. Trust me, we're a ton of fun, I promise. Now, this final bag for March, the bag gods, everything aligned, everything went beautifully, and I could not be happier, but I'm a smart shopper, right? Like, no one can ever say that I'm not. I shop a lot, but I do it smartly, if there is such a thing. Don't roast me in the comments. But when I purchased my Ralph Lauren Ricky, the cargo back there, the gorgeous, delicious spring 2025, have you ever noticed that I get stuck on a word in a video? I think delicious, unfortunately, is going to be the word of the day. It was literally the other day, literally the word literally. Today it's delicious, so ride with it. We're going with it. Hopefully you're not too hungry right now. When I purchased this Ralph Lauren Cargo Ricky back here, it was during one of Neiman Marcus's sales where they were offering a gift card. And because that was $3,500. Don't quote me, I don't remember. I got the full gift card, which basically made this next bag half off. But when I purchased this bag, it was a complete fluke. Someone returned this bag because this was from holiday 2024 and should not have still been in stores in late spring 2025. So the fact that I got the gift card, I wanted this bag, like desperately was seeking this bag, and the fact that it popped back up on the website just in time for me to use my gift card, the planets aligned, it was meant to be. It was serendipity, if you will. I still haven't carried it yet, shame on me. But this is my Ralph Lauren Polo ID with the Fringe. Hello, fabulous. Now this bag, very Caleb Snell approved. It's suede, it's neutral, it's fringed, gold hardware. It's from the Ralph Lauren brand, the Polo brand, if you will. Guys, I was so excited. I wanted to carry this bag this week because, you know, suede for summer, it's not quite as blasphemous as many people may think. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna move into it this week. Guys, it is literally 100 degrees here in Chicagoland this week. I am absolutely not gonna be carrying a large suede bag stuck underneath my armpit. We're gonna wait till later in the summer, or maybe we'll get like a cooler week coming up. It's stunning. If you haven't already, check out the Polo collection over at Ralph Lauren because trust me, it truly does not disappoint. From the Ralph Lauren Polo collection, I have this bag, I have a wallet from that collection. I also have the Bellport fringed bucket bag. Yes, I know, more fringe, it's fabulous. Get on board. A lot of you are hating fringe in my comments. This is a fringe friendly space, I might add. I know it's going to be perfect. It slips right onto my shoulder. It stays up. It's fabulous. It is everything. Fabulous, delicious, literally. You get the drift. I love this bag. Let me ask you this. Did you take a moment to guess my number? Did you? My bag number. We're not talking about my other number, my bag number. My bag journey has kind of brought me to the point where, you know, I've said it time and time again, I love Hermès and I love Ralph Lauren. Those two combined are just kind of like my main bag loves these days. You kind of work through, some people end at Chanel, other people end at Delvaux, some people end up at Hermès. For me, like my final rung of the ladder was always Hermès. I have been a Birkin boy ever since I saw my very first Birkin. It was a fake blue jean in high school. One of the girls at school had it. I was enamored. It was classic. I loved that very chic, understated tote that is the Birkin. And now that I finally, you know, realized 10 $300 bags, which are going to take up space in your closet and eventually not be worth as much, or one amazing $3,000 bag. Obviously, we're not talking about the Birkin here. It just kind of put it into perspective for me. Like, I loved that Cargo Ricky, but at that price point, I told myself, oh, don't buy the Ricky brand new. It's like buying a car. You pay full price, you drive off the lot, you'll be lucky to get back half your money. But for me, like, I don't really buy to sell in the first place. So why is that a consideration for me? So once I kind of unlearned those habits and like started buying what I truly wanted, saving up more, or maybe selling other things that I wasn't using, because Lord knows I've sold a lot. Check out curatedbycaleb.com, by the way. Then it just kind of all put it into perspective for me. Like, I was no longer buying filler bags. And that's kind of the ethos of this channel. We're all about sustainable luxury, buying pieces that truly fit into your lifestyle, things that you're passionate about, and not just frivolously buying a new $3,000-$4,000 handbag at LV every few months or every month. It's always been about being conscious. And I kind of lost track of that, I think, last year. Granted, I got a couple of holy grails. I finally got my Hermès Lindy, my Devil Wears Prada bag. I still cannot for the life of me remember the other 20 bags. That's not a good sign. Regardless, buy what you love. Don't worry about the price. If it takes you longer to get there, then you're going to appreciate that bag that much more. Trust and believe. When I got my first Kelly, my first Birkin, those are going to be my forever bags. Like I will, if you ever see them up for sale, I'm in financial trouble. Just know that much. Like they will never leave my closet willingly. That being said, I have 2 more fabulous bags to share with you guys, and then I need your help. I need your input because I'm ready to buy a new bag. Yes, it's intentional. It's very purpose driven, but I've been good so far this year. There's only 3 behind me. Listen, we're in June. 3 behind me. This next bag I purchased through my new favorite obsession, Zenlux. Now this is the Louis Vuitton Suhali Lockit MM in the color Verone. As you can tell, with a pair of white jeans, this would be a fabulous look. But I absolutely love this bag. I absolutely love Zenlux too, so make sure to check out my link down below. I also have a code down there to save you a little bit of money, and currently they have free worldwide shipping, so take advantage. It is 110% worth it. Trust me, I'm obsessed. But I'm also obsessed with this Louis Vuitton Suhali. So when it comes to LV, we all grew up in the aughts, right? Well, speak for yourself, elder millennial. But we mostly were all there for the early aughts. And the whole, McBling era. Like, if you didn't have LV splashed on everything, who were you? You're a nobody. I'm just kidding. I don't really feel that way. Growing up, I wanted LV monogram everything. But now that I'm a little bit older, I'm 36. Thank you so much. L'Occitane eye cream does wonders. Now that I'm 36, I kind of like to take my luxury as a little bit less is more approach, right? Not only in buying, but also in design. I love this. It is a high quality bag. It is clearly one of LV's staples. The Lockit has been around in various iterations for the last almost 100 years. I think this came out in 1933, 1931. We're almost at 100 years old for this design of bag. And the Marc Jacobs era LV Suhali collection is just top tier. This is all made of goat skin sourced in the West Indies, calf skin, lots of beautiful blingy gold hardware. Hello, above and beyond fabulous, right? I'm just kind of happy to have this in my collection. The color Verone, Suhali, the Lockit, it has all been on my wish list, so this was a very intentional purchase. And I got it at Zenlux, so check them out. My last and final bag, yes, I've only purchased 5 bags so far in 2025. Hashtag 5 for 25. That's lame, don't actually do it. My final bag for the year, I finally got myself my own Coach Rogue. I've always been on the fence about the Coach Rogue. I've never minced words about that. Mostly because for me, I have so many different fabulous, interesting bags in my closet. For me to have a Coach Rogue and actually want to carry it, it had to be something gorgeous and over the top and fabulous. And I have purchased for my store curated by Caleb.com several limited edition Rogues. We unboxed here on the channel. We had the Prussian Blue Whipstitch, which was incredibly rare. We had a limited edition tricolor color block, whatever they called it at the time, snakeskin moment. Gorgeous. Sold it on my website. I even had a Keith Haring limited edition Coach Rogue. Sold it on my website. Are you seeing a pattern here? So when I finally came across this one, my husband was like, oh, you need to put that on the website. I said, honey, no. Listen, Caleb Snell, Suede, tan, Fringe. Need I say more? It is absolutely staying in my closet. I didn't have to put up much of a fight because as soon as he saw it, he was like, okay, that's fabulous. It stays. I'm like, duh, obviously. I haven't carried it yet. I've only had it for a few weeks and I've been a little busy so far this summer, unfortunately. Hasn't gone out yet, but it will. And it's going to be a moment. I mean, even with this, are we pushing it with the Madras? It's kind of giving boho chic, right? Kinda. Don't roast me in the comments. I hope you're still with me. I hope you're focused. I need you focused on this, guys. Wake up. Focus. We're going to be looking at a few bags that I kind of need in my collection ASAP, and I want your opinions on which ones I should get. Well, one, I guess. Can't be plural, right? We can't be too greedy. Now, of course, with my collection, I have always wanted the alligator Ralph Lauren Ricky. I would probably save that purchase towards later in the year, maybe around my birthday, so that's not up for consideration right now. We have 4 fabulous bags that I either need you to push me over the ledge or talk me off the ledge, because guys, these are so good and I am so conflicted. This should come as no surprise. We're going to be looking at some Ralph Lauren. Sadly, it is not the Ricky with the fringe. Not yet. That has not been released yet over at the Ralph Lauren website. And I'm holding out hope that they release a 33 centimeter because I think for my frame, a 27 centimeter, I probably wouldn't grab that much. And at over $4,000, that would not be a smart purchase. See, we're buying with intention now, right? I'm a grown-up. I'm mature. I'm adult. Most days. Sometimes, maybe, not really, whatever. Moving on. The first bag that I'm incredibly interested in should come as no surprise, but it is the Polo ID Suede Western Large Shoulder Bag in the color Caramel. Absolutely stunning. As soon as I saw this on Ralph Lauren's Instagram, they kind of snuck it onto one of the models as an outfit piece, like an accessory. I'm like, Okay, well, that wasn't on the runway for Polo Fall Winter 25. I don't remember seeing any photos of that in like the look and see or the repeat or whatever they call it. So the fact that they released it like 4 days later blew my mind. I rushed home. I showed my husband, I'm like, I'm going to buy this. And he's like, just wait. Just wait. Why do you have to be the voice of reason? Just shut up. It's been a crappy year. Let me buy a new bag. But with this bag, this is absolutely fabulous. It is Caleb Snell in every sense of the term. It is suede, obviously, right? We have that amazing just whip stitch detail done in the Western style. I cannot get enough of this bag. I'm currently watching it on this video as it rotates. The light is hitting that beautiful gold plaque on the front. The whip stitch detail carries over to the back. I cannot get enough of this bag. Now, obviously, it is very similar to what I already have as far as the Polo ID goes, right? So that's kind of my first concern. They're both a shade of tan. Obviously, this is much warmer. This is much lighter. This has fringe. This has whip stitch. So they're very different bags. I feel like the Devil Wears Prada when she's holding up the belts. They're so different. And Andy laughs. They're different. If you don't see the difference, I have to ask, are you a true bag lover? With this one, is it too similar to that I'd have trouble deciding? I don't think so. I really don't. They're both rugged. They're both fabulous. I could see myself, maybe I'm at the ranch in Montana where we're doing cattle things. I don't know what people in the West do. Maybe I am. You don't know what I do with my free time. This is going to be the best price thing on this list today, sadly, $8.98, which right now Neiman Marcus has 15% off if you order for the first time through the app, which I've never downloaded the app before, so maybe I'll get a discount. Who knows? Guys, it is a strong contender, right? Could you see Caleb Snell with this bag? Let me know in the comments. I need you guys. Talk me off the ledge, push me over it. I need to go one way or another, right? Now, this next bag, obviously it's from Zenlux. That should come as no surprise. Like I said, guys, this is my new obsession. On Zenlux, you can find beautifully priced LV. They even have Coach on there. Like, Japan gets a lot of limited edition Coach. So definitely, if you're a Coach collector, check out Zenlux. And I think the duties and customs only count if it's over $800. So definitely worth it. Free worldwide shipping right now. But this bag is another Lindy 34. Now, this is in the Hermès color Orange Poppy, and it's the Torian Clemence leather. Palladium hardware, obviously, right? When it comes to my Hermès Lindy 34, I am not ashamed to admit that it is my most grabbed H bag. If it's the weekend, I want something fabulous and more like understated and upscale, I throw in my Hermès Lindy. It is like the perfect weekend bag. It's perfect for travel. I've even carried it to the office because who's going to know what an Hermès Lindy is, right? Like outside of us bag lovers. Be so for real, a lot of people probably aren't going to be able to clock and say like, oh, that boy's carrying a very expensive Ever color in the color Aton Hermès Lindy. They're not going to be able to do it, right? So it's a good under the radar bag. It's capacious, it's stunning, it's gorgeous, it's beautifully done. It sits comfortably on my shoulder. I even don't mind top handling it, which was a surprise to me just because it's so awkward looking, but it's surprisingly my most comfortable handbag to carry. So obviously I need it in another color. This is Orange Poppy. Like I said, I've been thinking about dipping my toe into more warm colors. This Oxblood, guys, has just been one of my most warm bags. It goes with literally everything. It looks amazing with white. It looks amazing with blue. It looks great with greens, other reds. Like it's such a good, not that I wear red, like be so for real, but it's such a good understated color that I'm thinking like maybe I could do more warm colors in my life, right? So with this one, they're very honest with the condition. This one, it says light wear, dirt on corners, light dirt, light creasing in shape, light wear on the hardware, which the hardware still has some stickers on, which is absolutely fabulous. The corners look fine to me. Currently priced at $37.96, which is a tick more than what I paid for the current Lindy that I have. Obviously a heck of a lot less than retail, less than half of retail. In my Hermès collection, it's so small so far. So I have my Hermès Rio pouch, which I carried to dinner once in a great like blue moon. I have the Hermès Vespa, which is also great for weekends. I have the Kelly 35 in blue jean. I have the Birkin 35 in Vert Foncé, and I have the Lindy in Attain, the Lindy 34. Is it too soon in my Hermès collection though to be buying multiples? Like obviously I have multiple Rickies, multiple, Polo ID bags potentially, depending on what you guys tell me to do. Is it too soon to have another Hermès Lindy in my collection? Should I experiment with maybe like another vintage bag, or the toolbox, or the 2424 is also interesting. There's a lot of good Hermès bags that a lot of people don't pay attention to. The white bus, absolutely stunning. We're rewatching Project Runway earlier this year. Laura from New York State had a gorgeous white bus, and I think it was in a bean colorway. Absolutely stunning. She actually still has the bag, I think, because she was in an article recently showing off her Chanel tweed collection, and you could see the white bus still in her closet shelves. Is it too soon for another Lindy? Let me know in the comments. I know a lot of you either love or hate the Lindy, so it's going to be split, but is it too soon to have a repeat in my collection minus the Birkin or Kelly? Whenever we can buy a Birkin or a Kelly for a good deal, we buy it. Why? because why not? Like, be so for real. I found this gorgeous vintage Hermès bag from my husband's birth year. This is an O, which is 1985. I know, right? And I think it's in the color Vert Foncé. It's very similar to my Birkin. It's box, but it has gold hardware. Now, if any of you, my Hermès collecting besties, know what this bag is actually called, let me know, because this is kind of living in my head rent free. Because according to the website, this is the Hermès Vintage Tassel Green Gold Hardware Box Calf Shoulder Bag Clutch Bag 2-way O stamp women's 407728. Like, I don't know the actual Hermès name, and I don't think they have the colorway listed, but I'm 90% certain that it's Vert Foncé. Maybe it's Vert Anglaise, but I think it's Vert Foncé. Again, a ton of really good photos, lots of detail. This bag is in amazing condition, and then the nice thing with Hermès, you don't have to spend a fortune to get a good Hermès bag. A lot of these, especially the vintage bags, are going to be well under $2,000. This one's currently priced at $1,613, which, given its condition, the fact that I've never even seen this style before, I think that's pretty darn good. It looks like it's going to be more of a shoulder bag, which I'm fine with. I could just probably wear it short if it's adjustable. Kind of a gamble for someone who's 6'7". Don't think it's going to go crossbody very well, or I can just pop it off and use it as a clutch, right? Like, a clutch moment's kind of fun. And I love the gold hardware there on the front with the tassels. Overall, absolutely fabulous. You've got some Whipstitch, it's box, it's dark green, it's gold hardware. What more do you want? $1,600, right? Now, this last and final bag, I hear myself, like, I hear how crazy I sound saying that I want this, but this, guys, is a bag that I'm kind of interested in, not gonna lie. This is the Speedy 30 Bandoulière from Louis Vuitton, priced at $3,700, and it is made of raffia. Yes. A nearly $4,000 bag made of raffia. Is this like a strong contender in my mind? No, absolutely not. I did foolishly sell my raffia bag last summer, so I'm thinking, like, I kind of need one, right? And I do like how under the radar this one is. I think this would be absolutely fun on vacation. Like, you know, maybe, I doubt I would be somewhere tropical, but I could. And this would be fun for breakfast, going down to the restaurant or eating on my veranda. I love the little tag there on the inside. That's super cute. It's raffia. It's fabulous. Probably not worth almost $4,000, even though it's probably hand woven. I'm already talking myself off the ledge. $4,000 for a raffia bag is cuckoo bananas. So we can mark that one off, but I need your help on the other three. Do I do the Western Polo ID, which is kind of my number one right now? Not gonna lie. Is it too soon? Hashtag too soon to get a second Lindy 34? Or should I look at something really vintage, Hermès, and fun and fabulous? Again, we're all about intentional shopping. Old Caleb would have bought all three. New Caleb, I'm only going to buy one and then probably not get another bag until nearer my birthday. I'm doing better. Have I found purse piece? Am I overbuying luxury bags? I don't know that those things ever truly exist, right? Like, once a collector, always a collector. So let me know in the comments, what is your bag number, right? Mark your calendars for Sunday, June 29th at 4 p.m. Central Time for the Icon sale. It is going to be so off the charts. Link will be down below to my community page, which will explain how it's going to work a little bit more. If you've missed my previous live sales for the curatedbycaleb.com website. And which of these bags do I need? I don't need any of them, but what do you think should be my next bag? Please say the Western Polo ID, please. Anyway, guys, I hope this was fun for you. Until next time, stay safe, have fun. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.